If you've ever gotten early access to a new feature or seen an app and product experience that's different from what your friend sees, you've been tricked. Product managers build a lot of experiments and incentives into their products in order to find improvements that will actually help boost the product's metrics, as well as help prioritize between a few different features that are on the backlog, but they don't have enough effort to solve all of them. While the eventual goal is always to build more impactful and engaging products, there are three types of tricks that you should be aware of while building and using products. Hey, my name's Akash. I have a decade of product management experience. I'm a Harvard MBA grad and angel invest in startups. Subscribe for ways that you can level up your product management skills and career. Let's go. So let's start with the first and most obvious one, which is gamification. Gamification, like the word describes, started with games. Games developers started building incentives into their games to help and incentivize the game users to reach certain stages, like setting up their profile, setting up their profile picture, reaching certain stages, completing the tutorial, etc. What they found was that as they built gamification and points into the system, that helped users actually be motivated to stay engaged with the game and keep going beyond certain levels. Now, you can probably identify a few apps on your phone right now that use gamification to help incentivize you to get started and reach a certain stage of engagement within the app. Habit trackers do this through streaks, unlocking points, levels, etc. Finance apps do this through graphs, net gains, tracking history, things like that. And health apps do this through social comparison and personal best tracking. Alright, next, one that's less obvious is dummy buttons. Have you ever seen a new part of a product or website which speaks exactly your language and is offering exactly what you want? So you keep clicking and you are ready to pay and ready to sign up, and then you're greeted with, "Hey, thanks for the feedback. This is something that's coming soon." Well, what the hell? What you just experienced is a dummy button. Product managers place dummy buttons across their app or website in order to see how many users actually click on these buttons. The buttons that get the most clicks signal to the product manager that the most users are actually interested in using that functionality or that feature. So come time for prioritization, this helps the product manager choose which parts of the website or which parts of the app to build next, because they'll get the most users willing to sign up and start using those features. So don't be disheartened when you see the coming soon message after clicking on a button, because you've just signaled to the product manager behind that product that that's something that you would use and they can prioritize higher. And the least obvious trick is something called A/B testing. Now, A/B testing is a process where product managers can test out new features or new designs to see if they actually improve the experience and improve the North Star metrics for a product. For example, in a e-commerce checkout flow, you might see where the buy now or the one-click checkout buttons are slightly differently colored or differently placed. What the product manager is actually testing is if the users who are seeing the changed or B version of the experience and checkout experience end up spending more or checking out faster because of that improvement, or if they stay the same or worse than the null hypothesis or control group. Large companies have hundreds, if not thousands, of these experiments or A/B tests going on at a particular time, and most users aren't even aware of when they are part of a A/B testing sample. These tests are run very normally and very regularly to keep trying out new changes or small tweaks that can help improve customer experiences and help push the business impacts and goals forward. This is most used by large companies that have large DAUs or daily active users like Google, YouTube, Shopify, Spotify, Amazon, Facebook, etc. This is also used for product rollouts and releases where only a certain segment and percentage of a user base is shown the new product or feature in order to check if there are any bugs or anything that's degrading the experience. If everything is all clear, the rollout can go on to larger and larger segments of the user base. But at each of these stages, if any of the metrics start to slide and go down, the product manager can roll back the updates and roll back the changes to the previous version. This acts as a safety feature against bugs or other bad user experience and user design that could end up tanking the product's metrics. If you want to know more about the product manager role, you should check out this playlist that goes through the basics.